Did you know that the USS George H.W. Bush, a modern aircraft carrier, is longer than the height of the Eiffel Tower? An interesting thought, isn't it? It's a testament to the marvels of engineering that humans have accomplished over the past century. The concept of aircraft carriers, these colossal sea fortresses, was born out of necessity and innovation during the early 20th century, specifically during the heat of World War I. Imagine the scene. It's the early 1900s, and the world is in turmoil. Nations are at war, and the skies have become a new and fearsome battlefield. The first seaplane carriers were being used, essentially modified ships that could carry, launch, and retrieve seaplanes. They were the predecessors to our modern behemoths, but they were far from what we'd recognize as an aircraft carrier today. They were nonetheless a significant step forward in naval warfare. Now let's spotlight the HMS Furious. This British ship was initially a battlecruiser, but she was chosen for a unique and ambitious task. She was to be converted for the sole purpose of conducting experiments in shipborne aviation. The Furious underwent several modifications throughout her lifetime, but her most important change was the addition of a landing deck for aircraft. This was the first time a ship had been designed with this intent in mind, marking a pivotal moment in naval history. The trials conducted on the Furious provided invaluable insights into the potential of naval aviation, setting a new course for warship design. The success of these experiments led to the creation of a new type of ship, one specifically designed to carry, launch, and land aircraft. The HMS Furious was the prototype, the original blueprint for the aircraft carriers we see today. The HMS Furious set the stage for the development of more advanced aircraft carriers. Her legacy continues to influence the design and function of these maritime leviathans, underlining the importance of innovation in the face of adversity. The interwar period, specifically the 1920s and 1930s, saw a massive evolution in the design and functionality of aircraft carriers. During these transformative years, the world witnessed a surge in technological advancements, and the realm of naval warfare was no exception. The carriers of this era were not merely floating runways, but intricate, multifaceted machines that represented the epitome of naval engineering. The 1920s saw the birth of the Lexington and Saratoga, two Titan carriers that pushed the boundaries of what was thought possible in warship design. These were the first large, fast carriers, equipped with high-speed turbine engines, marking a significant step up from their slower, less agile predecessors. The Lexington and Saratoga weren't just faster, they were capable of carrying more aircraft and could stay at sea for longer periods, making them formidable opponents on the open water. But the advancements didn't stop there. The 1930s saw the introduction of a game-changing feature, the angled deck. This ingenious design allowed for simultaneous takeoffs and landings, drastically increasing the operational efficiency of these floating fortresses. It meant that aircraft could be launched and recovered without interfering with each other's operations, a first in the history of naval aviation. The development of steam catapults during this period was another significant leap forward. These powerful devices could launch aircraft from the deck at high speed, enabling heavier aircraft to take off from the limited space of the carrier deck. This made carriers even more versatile, broadening the range of missions they could undertake. Accompanying these physical advancements was the introduction of optical landing systems. These systems provided pilots with precise visual cues, enabling safer and more efficient landings even in challenging conditions. It was a critical advancement, further enhancing the operational capabilities of these naval behemoths. These weren't just incremental improvements, they were revolutionary. Each advancement, each innovation, reshaped the potential of naval warfare, cementing the aircraft carrier's position as the centerpiece of a fleet. These advancements fundamentally changed the face of naval warfare. Scene script. World War II was a proving ground for the strategic importance of aircraft carriers. The theater of war was transformed during the global conflict of the 40s. The sea, the sky, the very nature of battle was forever changed by the emergence of these behemoths of the deep. Now let's delve into the crucial role of carriers in major battles. Take, for instance, the Battle of Midway. It was here that the aircraft carrier demonstrated its might. With a strategic advantage of distance, aircraft carriers could launch their deadly payloads from afar, keeping the main body of the ship safely out of enemy range. The Battle of Midway saw the United States Navy using carriers to devastating effect against the Imperial Japanese Navy. This battle was a turning point, not just in the Pacific War, but in naval warfare as a whole. The carrier had proved itself a formidable weapon. But it wasn't just the Battle of Midway that showcased the strength of the aircraft carrier. Throughout World War II, these floating airfields were integral to many naval victories. From the Coral Sea to Guadalcanal, carriers were at the heart of the action, projecting power far beyond the horizon. This era marked a shift in naval strategy and design. The once dominant battleship, with its imposing silhouette and thunderous cannons, was overshadowed by the aircraft carrier. The battleship was a queen on the chessboard, yes, but the carrier was the game changer. It was the piece that could strike from afar, the piece that could deal the decisive blow. The importance of aircraft carriers was not lost on the powers of the time. Nations scrambled to build their own fleets, to harness the power of the carrier, and thus, the carrier became the primary capital ship in naval warfare, a symbol of a nation's maritime might, and a testament to its technological prowess. Aircraft carriers had become an indispensable part of any naval fleet. The stage was set for a new era of naval warfare, an era where the carrier would reign supreme. Today's aircraft carriers are a testament to human ingenuity and naval engineering. These floating fortresses are the epitome of modern technology, housing advanced systems that are a marvel to behold. Take, for example, the Nimitz-class carriers, named after World War II Pacific Fleet Commander Chester W. Nimitz. These behemoths of the sea are more than 3 football fields long, boasting a full load displacement of over 100,000 tons. They're virtually floating cities, housing nearly 6,000 crew members. But it's not just their sheer size that's impressive. These carriers are equipped with nuclear-powered engines, enabling them to operate for over 20 years without refueling. This gives them an incredible strategic advantage, as they can remain at sea for extended periods and be deployed anywhere around the globe at a moment's notice. Now let's move on to the Ford-class carriers, the successors to the Nimitz-class. These carriers are the pinnacle of naval engineering, boasting advanced radar systems that can detect and track multiple targets simultaneously. Their electromagnetic aircraft launch system, or EMALS, is a game-changer. It allows for a smoother and more efficient launch of aircraft, increasing the carrier's operational tempo and reducing wear and tear on the planes. Moreover, these modern marvels are capable of carrying, launching and landing a wide range of aircraft. From fighter jets to helicopters, from early warning aircraft to refueling planes, these carriers serve as a versatile platform for a multitude of missions. These modern carriers are not just warships, they're power projection platforms, capable of demonstrating a nation's might and resolve anywhere in the world. They are a testament to the progress of naval warfare, from wooden ships powered by wind to nuclear-powered steel giants ruling the waves. Aircraft carriers, once an experimental concept, now dominate the world's oceans. They are a symbol of human achievement, showcasing our ability to harness technology and engineering to create something truly remarkable. As we look to the future, the role and design of aircraft carriers continue to evolve. The carriers of tomorrow are likely to be far more advanced than those we see today. One of the key advancements we might see is the implementation of electromagnetic aircraft launch systems. These systems, unlike their steam-powered predecessors, use magnetic fields to propel aircraft off the deck. This technology could potentially allow for smoother launches, reducing wear and tear on the aircraft and enabling carriers to launch a wider variety of planes. Drone technology is another innovation that could shape the future of aircraft carriers. Unmanned aerial vehicles, or UAVs, may take on a larger role in naval operations. Imagine carriers equipped with fleets of drones, capable of performing reconnaissance, strike missions, and even air-to-air combat without risking human lives. The reduced size and weight of these drones could also allow for more efficient use of deck space. However, these advancements are not without their controversies. As we move forward, there's an ongoing debate about the role of carriers in future naval warfare. Some argue that carriers, with their large and conspicuous profiles, are becoming increasingly vulnerable in an era of high-precision missiles and stealth technology. Others counter that carriers will remain indispensable, thanks to their ability to project power across vast distances and their adaptability to new technologies. In the end, it's clear that the aircraft carrier is not going away anytime soon. Whether it's launching manned fighters with electromagnetic catapults, deploying swarms of drones, or serving as a floating command center, the carrier will continue to adapt to the changing face of warfare. As technology advances, so too will the mighty aircraft carrier, continuing its legacy as the Queen of the Seas.